Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Blue Mother Banana and this is Grand Ages Medieval. A game that came out yesterday and is kind of a like Patricia meet the Patricians, I think it's called, meets Civilization meets Medieval Total War, something like that. It's kind of an economic simulator, trade simulator in the Middle Ages, obviously, and yeah, you kind of have to build up your empire. The only thing that I kind of really dislike at the moment, and you can see it here, is additional content. These are the pre-ordered things. I pre-ordered the game because I really like the thing, what it stood for, the description, but go to shop is something that I don't really like. It seems like DLCs are up and coming, and I hate it when games do that. Release something and be like, oh yeah, we know that we're going to release DLCs even before we'll release the game. That's something that I can't really say that I'm a fan of. Anyways, I'm here to show the gameplay, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick a new game and I'm gonna play the campaign. The story takes place in the region around Constantinople in the year 1050. It will take you through all the features of the game, after which it will convert into an open game. That's the other thing, just open campaign is, starting conditions, difficulty level, it's just a standard game. But since the campaign has some kind of narrative, I'm gonna play the campaign so you can kind of explore the features with me. So let's do that. You'll always be called Dion Vasilios. That's just the guy that is, the main character of the campaign. You can adjust the crests. As you can see, you can have this little arcs. You can have the what's it called, like castle, more the rounds, dragon's shield, more round shield, I think. I don't know, that's more a legionnaires shield, I have no idea. I don't like that one. Can choose a crest. Let's go through that. Oh yeah, we're pretty much beer and wine drinkers, so that's good. Let's show that we're drinking a lot of red wine by using a dark... Oh, you can't just choose black and white here? Man. Well, let's use this. We're drinking white wine, red wine, and beer. That's symbolized by the three, casks on our shield. Let's start this. Alright. And there it is. I could do the basic controls, but yeah, well, I'll just show you. I've done this, but why not? It's not that long. So yeah, as you can see, basic controls. The basics. You can zoom with the mouse wheel. Pretty obvious. And zoom in and zoom out. Ta-da! And this duck sound is really loud, but I can't really go and turn it down because then every other sound is too low. Anyways, zooming, as you've seen, I've done that. Then you can scroll via the edges. You can also use WASD. You can zoom in and rotate the camera by using the middle mouse button or Q and E. And now I have to readjust the... perfect. I need this to be straight to north. That's very important for me. Okay, so as you can see, that's our city. And here, this is the icons for trader and for troops. I've selected our scout, as the basic tutorial told us. You can right click to send people around. And I'm gonna select... Come on, it's not what I want to do. Send your scout to... Yes. So,
almost
come
there.
on, give it a scout. And I have to send it to Budapest.
It's nearby.
Move it, scout. You can press spacebar to increase the speed. There it is. You can also do that here, but 10 times is when you hold down the spacebar, which is quite fast. What I really don't like is the scroll speed.
So,
Anyways.
let us finally get to know each other. I was wondering
Hooray.
when you would arrive.
Yeah, fine. Look at this smug guy. Thinks he's better than us, huh? Anyways, we have a transit agreement. So we can move our traders through here. But that's not what I want. I
What
want
do you have to offer me other than empty promises?
I have to offer you 11,400 because I think that's what the tutorial says. Offer you 11,400 gold, and I demand a trade agreement for that. And I offer it.
Very well.
Ta-da!
Agreed.
He agreed. Nice. Would you believe it? So now I have to select our trader. And yeah, you can open up our town, which is Sofia. We have an inn here. You can hire new traders, settlers, building squads, carts.
Greetings.
You have some offers.
Shall we negotiate?
Well, yeah, you can trade surplus items for commodity. These are our surplus items, and we can trade it for something that isn't here. But that's not what I have to do right now. I really need to. Well, we have a large cast of ground. I have to click through these things. That's what I should do according to the basics. As you can see, this city produces lumber, bricks, grain, and fruit. I think every city can produce 5 goods, so we can choose a 5th one, which we have to do then. You can also click on this eye icon to get a bigger context help. You can also click on all towns to see what's up, what's the production in 10 weeks, the number of businesses, and their stock. You can look up how many items are consumed, which I don't really like that there isn't a point of how much per whatever. Anyways, we have the trader selected, and we should buy bricks. As you can see, it's a manually controlled trader, so I have to tell him what he has to buy. I should buy 50 barrels of bricks. That's the quest for now. So I click on the bricks, hold the right mouse button, slide it to the right, and have 50 barrels of bricks loaded up on the cart, as you can see here. He has a capacity of 100 because he only has one cart. You can change that by the cart manager. I can give him one more cart. He has to get more, but I don't need it yet. So he has 50 bricks, 50 barrels of bricks now. Fine. So
Certainly.
let's sell them in Budapest because that's what we have to do. As you can see, trader pretty slow. Press spacebar. It gets way faster. Come on, do it. While he's running, I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. That's awesome. Because I kind of got woken up by the renovating guys 2 floors up. Pretty awesome. Start to renovate with a, I don't know.
Good.
A really loud drill, I guess, at 8:30 in the morning on a Saturday. Really? Anyways, now I can sell them bricks. As you can see, they are worth 68. And we bought them for 40. So we're making quite a profit per barrel. So to the left, gonna sell them. I think I bought them for 2,700 or something. Gonna sell them for 3,400. Ta-da! And we made some profit. And they're pretty happy about it because they don't produce any bricks. So we are the weird ones to supply bricks to them. That's awesome. Fine. Now I can set the game speed to 0.1. I don't know why. You can see all the idle units are displayed here. We don't have a building squad or a settler, which I can, if I click here, I would rotate through them. I have one available trader. If I click on him, I'm gonna jump directly to it. Gonna deselect it, and ta-da! I'm there again. And if I click here, I select my my scouts.
It's nearby.
And we're gonna scout with this guy as long as we have to do some other stuff. The scrolling speed is a bit fast anyways. this is some kind of encyclopedia. You can always look up stuff if you're wondering how and what to do. You can see civilian units, military units, morale and experience, battles, expansion, ranks, development points, blah 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 blah. That's pretty much the basic controls, and as you can see here, the basic introduction is now complete. And from now on, we will have some intermission videos to show what's happening and kind of the narrative of the campaign. So I'll shut up during them. I'm not sure when the next one will pop up, but yeah. Now.
The 11th century. All of Europe is an upheaval. Bold rulers achieve new independence from churches and kings. Increasing numbers of towns that grow ever more influential arise around monasteries and dioceses. Skilled professions and trade flourish, resulting in larger markets and new inventions. Increasing numbers of people learn to read and write, and convents lay the foundation for a long tradition of academic scholarship. But it is also a time of conquest. The Moors press forth across the Iberian Peninsula all the way to the Pyrenees. At the heart of the continent, the Rhine divides the descendants of Charlemagne, who are at odds with each other, and the ancient horseback peoples in the eastern plains give rise to the new Polish, Hungarian, and Kievan Rus empires. The Viking territories now extend all the way to the Volga. Their descendants, the Normans, have conquered territories in France, Brittany, and on the Italian peninsula, and are forcing Rome to accept their conditions. To the east towers Constantinople, proud heir of the Greeks and the Romans, the center of the Orthodox Church, eternal bridge between the Occident and the Orient. For generations, the Byzantines have defied the Bulgarian rebels in the west and the Seljuks in the east from this very city. They have even been able to drive back the Normans, at least so far. The rural population desires the safety that towns and cities are able to offer, but these also need to protect themselves from the greed of foreign rulers and plundering mercenary hordes. It is not enough to simply provide protection and jobs. A ruler can only consolidate his economic and military position if he continues to found additional towns and build new trade routes, and in this manner expands the territory under his dominion. The story I would like to tell you begins in Byzantium. At this time, the empire controls all the territories between the Balkans and the sources of the Euphrates. Budding principalities, most of which are ambitious and unscrupulous. In the Senate of the capital city, Constantinople, their representatives are embroiled in a constant power struggle with the emperor. Intrigues and civil war result in the emperor's throne constantly changing hands for centuries. It is only under Constantine X that the empire finds a certain modicum of peace, in part thanks to his ravishing bride Eudokia, whose wisdom is known far and wide. The hero of our story grew up in Sofia, far away from the imperial court, but his rise to power will be unparalleled. For now, he is as young as he is inexperienced, and much time will pass before I can call him my friend. His name is Leon Baselios. His father made a name for himself on the eastern battlefields, and Leon, full of ambition, strives to follow in his footsteps. The old warrior has just been assigned to the Imperial Guard. Before he departs, he transfers control of Sofia to his son. Leon is to continue leading his hometown, ensuring that it prospers. For this purpose, the father gives his son a book filled with the teachings of a certain wise leader. Thereupon, I encountered this young man for the first time, for I am the author of that book. Listen to the teachings of Rahib the Wise. Your town is the ground on which your glory thrives, and happy is he who finds treasure on this soil. Once you have a town, quickly build businesses to create jobs. Show your subjects that your towns prosper and are not simply instruments of war.
Alright. As you can see, it's a pretty long intro, but I like the art style. It's pretty cool, pretty well made, and also quite good narrated. Anyways, the current situation: your name is Leon Vasilios. Your father, a successful commander, has been appointed to serve the personal guard of the Emperor, Constantine X. Ducas, I have no idea. For this purpose, your father managed to organize a book from the wise Sultan Rahib of the I have no idea. It is supposed to teach you the basics of successful rulership. This is like always the current quest and current situation, what's happened or is happening and what has to happen to advance in the campaign. As you can see, the next target is ore has been discovered in Sofia, that's our town, and we have to kind of build like businesses to get the metal out of the vein of the mountain, of course. As you can see, pretty big mountain. As you can see, I said before, you always have this kind of little tips. Each town you can define 5 commodities, and you can always redo that by clicking on this button. As you can see, these should be the basics, and these are locked because we haven't researched it yet. This wheel here is the research bar. We can't research anything yet. That's not possible during this stage of the campaign. Anyways, we have to select the metals because that's what the campaign says. And then these are the number of businesses we have constructed for each of our commodities that we produce. We have like 2 lumberjacks, 2 brick makers, 2 grain farms, and 2 fruit farms. Excuse me. And we have to build mines now. So let's build 2 mines. Let's commission them. As you can see, it will take 40 lumber, 80 bricks, and 16,000. I have no idea. Let's call them shillings because I like that. And it will take 8 weeks to build that. And can also switch to construction mode. I've never seen that one. Interesting. Let's switch back to the construction mode. Switch construction mode? Looks kind of like the same to me. Anyways, let's build these 2 mines. Otherwise, this won't
On new
start.
businesses, the success of your orders will only become apparent when your market has the right commodities on offer. Once a new business has been built, all those subjects who have been patiently waiting for new jobs will automatically find their way there. But remember, if a person works, he will need to eat. Constructing new buildings to help meet this need will also be worth your while.
Alright, as you can see, everything is hired automatically. We have to build even more mines. And yeah, you need, obviously, you need all the resources to build stuff. That's basically what it says. Ta-da! I have discovered a adventure site. That's because I sent my... Where are they?
problem.
There are my scouts around, and you can see this slight beacon of light.
It's nearby.
There's a commodity pile, so let's send our troops over there. And we found beer lying around on the street.
Let's get on with it.
That's awesome, because we are the beer people, aren't we? So I like to kind of scout around,
We're practically there.
see what's up. As you can see, there's Split, Zagreb. Oh, and I found another adventure site, I think. Yeah, there it is.
Almost there.
There's a cart. Oh no, there are troops there. That's not good. I have no idea how the combat really works. I mean, they are fighting on their own. Oh wow, that's kind of stuck. But I think the blue wheel says that we are kind of better. I think. Anyways, I can't hold spacebar because it is taking us quite some weeks. That's the problem. Let's go back to 1x1 speed. Awesome. Yeah, battling troops. Please refer to the notes. Alright. I think, as you can see, these are X-Men. And obviously there are some rock, paper, scissors systems. As you can see, polearms have an advantage over mounted units, so our scout is a mounted unit. Luckily, they don't have polearms. I think they're bladed and blunt. Since they have axes, they receive a bonus against polearms. We don't fight with polearms, but mounted units are effective against long-range fighters. So, yeah, I don't know. Battles are automatically fought, and I have no idea how this thing is going. I have defeated some X-Men before, I think, and yeah, that's interesting. These offers, I'm not sure what this is all about. Zagreb has an offer, so I can't really see what's going on there because I don't have a vision, you know, I don't have vision, the scout's not there. See, I can't click on Budapest though because there is a trader there. And on this occasion, I'm gonna trade in Budapest and I will buy some wool. And maybe not that much. As you can see, the price in the middle is changing. If I go up over something, or if I buy too much, the price will jump up, obviously, because they don't have that much wool and the market will react to that. So I'll buy 40 barrels of wool there for 400. Also, one thing to note, if I buy there one beer that's left, they will be pretty pissed because if the barrels, if you buy stuff that has less than 2 barrels, the inhabitants, the population of the city won't like you as much, because it's you buy the rare commodities there and you'll drive up the price. They don't have as much of that, and you buy the rest of it, and then yeah, you know, they're getting pretty pissed about that. Nice, we defeated the X-Men, hooray! And the zoom is pretty much way too fast. Ta-da! We come across the chest and find a golden treasure, 15,000 shillings.
We're practically there.
Oh, the offer is gone. Damn it. Anyways,
almost there.
Gonna send him to this adventure site because we found it. Come on.
Let's get on with it. As you can see,
these adventure sites are always pretty good. No, we have to fight again. And it's 1-to-1, that's not good. And they're X-Men. Well, we should be able to take him out, but because they're X-Men. If they were the spearmen or stuff, I would pull back. Yeah, we have our first business constructed. As you can see, you get notified if there is a battle. You can also open up the Chronicle to see what the campaign's about, what events happened. As you can see, Budapest, famine has broken out. We have sighted a scout of someone, stuff like that, you know, fights we want to fight, there are no current missions, stuff like that. Anyways, our trader has come back to Sofia, and I bought wool, right? And see, it's worth 100 here. So we bought it for 2,400 if I'm not mistaken, and boom, profit! Not a lot of profit though, but profit is profit, right? And we have some beer, and as you can see, it's pretty high in supply at the moment because the beer consumption is not that high. We're not in Austria or the Czech Republic, or Germany for that matter. I think we have the highest. These three nations I just described or just mentioned have the highest beer consumption per capita, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Something to be proud of, I guess. I don't know. I know the Czech are pretty proud of it. At least the ones that I know. Not many. Anyways, we could just buy another stack of bricks. And, oh, I have to construct another mine. Oh, let's do that. Let's buy another stack of bricks. Why not? Like maybe 50 barrels? Nah, more. 70 barrels. For 2.8. Okay. And I'm gonna send them up to
Happy to oblige.
Budapest again, because they like bricks. Since they can't shit bricks, I have to bring it to them. Come on. And these guys are still fighting. I have no idea how to tell if you're winning or not. That's my biggest problem. I mean, yeah, we have fighting power 1, which isn't good. You have a veteran level, that's kind of an experience. You have their morale. They are pretty well supplied, so they like it. And we have the troop size 5 of 10. So, but I have no idea how strong X-Men are. I can't click on them, so I have no idea. That's something that I kind of would like to know. I mean, yes, this wheel here tells me that it's a 1-on-1 at the moment. But who's winning? I mean, I can't. I have no idea. So, whatever. As you can see, I'm gonna bring Budapest another load of bricks. And I think 2,800, I think. That's what I paid. Yes, profit. And there is an offer.
I reckon you've already heard that I need
With a
help.
shot of metals, wouldn't you able to? Yeah, sure.
Well,
Let's do that.
that should be Do you want...
Cool. I never had this. Let's... I almost forgot. I want to trade and buy some... Nah, that's too much. Let's buy 40 units of wool, because we don't produce wool in our little
Happy to
city.
oblige.
And that means
It's nearby.
it's nearby. Exactly. No, actually we found another golden treasure, which is awesome. But as you can see, the scout is pretty damn
Almost there.
weak. And I don't know why I can't upgrade them. Also, yeah, 50%, so as you can see, experience goes up and blah blah blah.
The delight accompanying Leon's successes is short-lived. An imperial courier bears the appalling news. Murderers, hired by an unknown party, surprised the emperor in his chambers. His personal guard fought bravely, but the poison on the assassin's weapons was too strong. The emperor succumbed to his wounds, and so did Leon's father. A great responsibility now rests on Leon's shoulders. As the new head of the royal house of Vaselios, he is of course expected to travel to Constantinople for the burial. His family has been a close friend of the imperial family for generations. But after the ceremony, the strong-willed Eudokia is to take the throne, and nobody knows what the future holds.
Leon Vaselios, please accept my heartfelt condolences for the loss of your father. He served my husband faithfully and well. Hence, your family shall not be forgotten under my rule. Unfortunately, you have little time to grieve. Your presence at my coronation is of great significance politically. Please accept my gratitude for your support in this time of upheaval. Eudokia.
Why, thank you for interrupting me. Anyways, as you can see, the next target is we have to produce 120 barrels of fruit, because that's the gift when we go to the funeral of the Emperor. As you can see, Emperor Constantine X has fallen victim to assassination. That's exactly what we were told. So, yeah, I know that. Fine. Thank you. Note. Yeah, I know that. Your note has been noted. As you can see, we have quite some fruit in stock, so it's kind of the waiting game right now, and I don't know why I can't restock our scout troops. That's
No problem.
something that I really don't know how it works. Maybe I need something to do that,
Almost there.
but I don't know. Hello there. This guy.
Since this is the first time we've met, I would like
Yes.
to draw your attention to my magnificent barracks and well-trained troops.
Yeah, right. See this guy with a nasal helmet? Not nice.
No problem.
That's one of our competitors, and the name of
Let's
the
get on
city.
with it.
Yeah, it's kind of Normannic, isn't it? Anyways, we check out the shipwreck. No, damn
Let's
it.
disappear.
Let's flee. I don't think we can take him. The scout's pretty weak at the moment.
It's nearby.
We can easily just flee. Hey, Thessaloniki.
Almost there.
How is it? Athens. Hello, my friends. Or foes, I
Let's
don't
get
know.
on with it.
Again? Where? Huh.
Let's get on with it.
Oh, there. Let's see. It's an old windmill. Arrived at the destination, your men search the windmill. It doesn't take long, finds hidden commodities. Hooray! Wow,
Let's get on with
400 units of coal. That's coal.
Let's get
I don't
on
know,
with
it's
it.
cool, of course. I do think that I'm gonna... Oh, the Acropolis. Interesting.
It's nearby.
Haven't seen that yet. I'm gonna send back the troops to Sofia and gonna sell the wool that I just... Oh yeah, I have to select the trader, of course. Gonna sell the wool. Gotcha! I think that was profitable as well. But now we have enough wool in stock, so we don't need to buy or sell it here. As you can see, the coal's been transferred. That's nice. And now we only have to wait. So I'm gonna do that in between episodes as soon as... No, maybe not. Gonna pause the game and tell you that this episode is sadly over. I hope I see you next time when we are growing Sofia. So as always, auf Wiedersehen.